Good evening, everyone. When we're ready.
Gareth, do you take a lot of encouragement from that performance tonight, despite the result?
Yeah, definitely. It's never nice to lose, and sometimes you think, oh well. I'm not somebody that's over positive about things if you've been defeated, but I have to be really pleased with the way the players have played individually and in terms of the tactical system and the way that worked. So their ability to adapt quickly to that I thought was excellent. Up until the goal I thought we were really the better side. Germany then had a little spell where they controlled and obviously we put some of our younger players on, and that was a good learning experience for them. But yeah, I'm very pleased with what we learned, the manner of the performance, and the one bit we missed was the finish. You know, we should have had the game won really. So, I'm very pleased with what we did.
How long did you have to work on that three-man defence? And you said that you thought they took to it well.
Yeah, we had to be a bit creative in how we did it, so we couldn't train on the field too many times, but we were able to walk through certain things. We were able to have meetings and work through things on tactics boards and discuss things and get the players' experiences from their clubs. So it wasn't an alien system in terms of several of the players were playing in it, and I felt it suited others that aren't. So Michael Keane, who's I think had an excellent debut, has played in the under-21s for us at fullback and has played at centre-back, so the system was going to suit him no problem. Central midfield players, it's the same, and I think it's a perfect system for the likes of Lallana and Ali, who are both very, very intelligent players. And it allowed us to press high up the pitch. I've seen Germany pin teams back, and you end up with 6 at the back if you play with the system we've played in the past. I didn't want to sit there and take pressure all night. We wanted to be on the front foot in the way that we pressed, and that system allowed us to do that. And again, the intelligence of the way we pressed, particularly our front three, created the good chances that we had.
Is it something you persist with now, or was it specifically with this game in mind?
Well, I think it's a great option for us to have. We've seen now, we played 4-2-3-1 in our last few games, and I think it's specific system for specific games and opposition. But important that we have the adaptability to do that. And tonight, I decided 6 weeks ago that's what we were going to do once I'd studied all the videos of the way Germany played, and I'd watched them a lot last summer live. So I was clear what we wanted to do. But I think we've got to look at individual opponents, because we can also play with out-and-out wingers, and we can play with a different setup at the back. So I wouldn't say that's the way we're going to do it for every game.
Sometimes players like Dele Alli, history tells us it can be quite hard to find the right way to play. You might crack it a bit tonight.
Well, I think Dele and Adam and Jesse as well, they're fantastic at finding space between that line between midfield and defence for the opposition. But they're also brilliant at sensing the right moments to press and win the ball. And so I think in the past, maybe creative players haven't always had the work ethic that those two have. They cover a phenomenal amount of distance, and it allows you to get pressure on the opposition. So it's not as if we're carrying those creative players when we don't have the ball. They put as much work in as everybody else. So I think it's very exciting for what we can do moving forward.
Simon Peach.
Gareth, can I just ask you, obviously it was a positive night on the field, but often there was some uncertain chants that were forward and so take this on that?
To be honest, I didn't hear what was said, but it's been mentioned to me. Obviously, we would, our travelling support in terms of numbers and the way they back the team is brilliant. We would encourage them to do that in the right way at all times.
Any further questions?
Just Michael's performance today, what do you think about that?
Yeah, excellent. I thought he showed defensively sound, one excellent block in particular. He's quick enough to play at this level, and his use of the ball was very good. You know, again, as a youngster playing at Manchester United, he's been brought up to play. They prepare their young players to play in front of a big crowd, and they prepare them to play with the ball. So he showed that, and he should be very pleased with his debut.
Oh, Gareth, I just wonder whether obviously the FA and England are going to sort of mark what happened today in London on Sunday, aren't you? Did you want to say something about that, please?
Yeah, I don't know all the detail because obviously the story was breaking as we were travelling and then preparing for the game. So there was some discussion around whether we should do something tonight, but we felt more appropriate to do that when we get back to London and it's our home game. But I think, in my mind was that the identity or, one of the key characteristics of us as a nation is that we carry on in moments like that, and we don't allow people to put us off what we want to do on a day-to-day basis and go about our working lives. And London in particular has suffered that before. So we wanted to put on a performance that had the passion and the desire that reflected that. We haven't got the win which we would have liked, but I think people can see the commitment of the players and the way that they played.
Paul Jules?
Will we call anybody up to the
Squad.
Not sure yet. We'll just assess over the next 24 hours if we've picked up any other knocks. I'm not aware of anything significant at the moment, so if that was the case, we wouldn't. But I don't know until we've assessed everybody medically yet.
Any further questions? One here.
Unlike the general press agency, what do you think about Lucas Podolski's farewell tonight?
Well, normally fairy tales don't happen in football, but obviously that was for him. It's an outstanding achievement to have the number of caps and the number of goals that he has. So, a wonderful night for him. And the goal is an incredible strike. So, I'm sure we'll look back and see where it might have been closed down and everything else. But from Joe Hart's point of view, pretty unstoppable. So, he'll enjoy his night. We won't particularly, but pleased for him. And we've got enough positives to take from the game moving forward. So that for us, the purpose was served.
Okay. Thank you very much.